Welcome back, guys. Today we got golden scapula. So if you're with me last time and you went through the series so far, we did golden shoulders. That's focused on the glenohumeral joint. That's focused on being able to maneuver the humerus through what we call the shoulder joint. Today we're going to keep the humerus still, and we're going to focus on these winged bones known as your shoulder blades in the back, and specifically the area right between your shoulder blades. That's what the scapula is going to control. Now, a lot of people are not going to have any control here. So if you're a military type and you're used to having your shoulders down and back, or you do a lot of powerlifting and you're used to this position, this retracted and depressed position, it might be difficult for you to control to push that shoulder forward and up, or to depress it or elevate it at will. If you're on a computer a lot, your shoulders might be protracted, right? They might be forward. You might not have the ability right now to be able to consciously pull them back and position them, maybe even maneuver them one at a time where you want to. That's okay. The important thing is that you focus, you do the exercises, and you're going to get there. A lot of this is just training. If your brain hasn't controlled this tissue, you don't have the neurology available to maneuver it. So it's not that that tissue is completely unusable, it's just unusable right now, and that's what we're going to fix. So first thing we do anytime we're focusing on any joint is going to be our controlled articular rotations. Now, I'm sure you've seen this a couple times. I've been doing this a lot, but to make it simple, we're going to do two different ways. First way, remember, we're keeping the humerus straight. So I want your middle finger planted on your pant seam. It's going to come up and down, but it's not going forward and back, because we're getting all the motion, again, from right in here. So hands on your sides on the pant seam. I want you to inhale through the nose, pack the air down, give a little butt squeeze, give a little thigh squeeze. You want to put a little bit of intensity into this scapula, especially if you're having trouble moving it. You just want to be able to squeeze. That is going to help you, even if that's all you can do for now. So first thing we're going to do now, elevate your shoulders, bring them up to your ears, keeping the middle finger where it is. Now we're going to protract, so roll them forward. Again, middle finger stays. Depress them, so moving them down, and then retract or pull them back. So once more, we're going up, forward, down, and then back. And when you go down, don't just go down. Try to get to the end and fight to get a little bit further. Push. You should feel a pull right in here, inside like where the clavicle is. Then the same thing when you go back. Get your shoulder blades together and try to pull them into each other. So I'm pulling them in here, forward and down. So you're going to do that both ways, 2 or 3 times each way. That's one version of a shoulder car. Another way I like to do it, and I think it's a little easier to see, is to put your hands out in front of you. Maybe open them about 25, 30 degrees. Same thing, take the inhale. You are now going to, we'll start with retract. So use the shoulder, use the scapula to pull them back. Elevate, forward, down. Now forward, protract, elevate, retract, and down. So if this feels good, go ahead and do it a few times a day. Try to get more and more force and more movement into that scapula to give it some better control. If you're having difficulty, that's okay. Keep trying it, keep putting some force in there, and tune in for the next video, because in some pails and rails, we are going to increase the strength of that area. We are going to increase your neurology into that area and give you better control of your own body in that golden scapula.